Now I'd like us to cover a subject on variables. So that is what we'll be doing for this session. So the first thing we'll do is we need to understand what variables are. So just to help you understand what a variable is, I would like to probably ask you a question. What if you wanted to, if you had a value like 300 and you wanted to refer to it in another line of code, which is in another line of code, what will you do? So basically, if you have a value like 300, what we do in Python is that we assign it to a variable so that we can always refer to the value 300 whenever we need it. So like if we do that is when we run this code, the value 300 will have been assigned to the variable 9. So from this we're able to understand the variables is they refer to or point to. So variables, they refer to or point to a value. Also, what a variable does is that a variable also stores data temporarily in computer memory. So what I mean by this is that once this value 300 is stored in N, it is then stored in computer memory. But also we need to understand that computers do not understand, they only understand information in zeros and ones in binary code. So ideally what we are saying is a variable will help store this data, the value 300 in computer memory in form of zeros and ones, so that now we are now able to point to that particular value or that data that has been stored in computer memory. And now this one now allows us to if we wanted to use the variable at a later time, we can always be able to access it later. So this one will be much clearer as we go about the course. There's also something else we probably need to cover on variables, is on the life cycle of variables. So a variable, you can create a variable. So the life cycle of a variable actually begins when you assign a value to a particular variable. Here this n equals to 300, and whenever a value now and the life cycle of a variable also ends when a value has no reference point or a value does not have a variable. So which means that if you have this n equals to 300 and then we say n, we change n will be equals to, change it to 400, which means now the life cycle of the value 300 has ended, and therefore there will be no reference to the value 300. So let me show you practically. So if we print n here, we're only going to get the value 400, which means we've lost the value 300. So this is the first n. Now let me remove that, and then we can do that again. As you can see now, we first assigned 300 to n, and then we assigned 400 to n. So now n now helps us to point to 400 here, which means now that the life cycle of 300 has ended because there is no variable pointing to it. So now that explains the life cycle of variables. So in short, what we're saying is that the life cycle begins when we create or assign a value to a variable, and it ends, the life cycle ends when there is no variable pointing or referring to a particular value. So that is about the life cycle of variables. I would also want to clarify that in so many other programming languages, you have to declare a variable before you actually assign it a value. So and this you will see and you'll understand when you start programming in other languages. But for Python, you need not do that. You can just assign a variable directly to a value. So in like Java, you have to declare the type a variable is before you actually even use it, even assign a value to it. So variables need not be declared or defined in Python. Always remember that. Now I'd like us to look at the different types of variables that can be created in Python. Let's say I can have this is just to help you understand. Maybe you have an age of 10, you have maybe this person has a height of maybe 12.9 inches, and that is too high. Anyway, maybe his name is probably George, and probably either you can also define another variable as he's married, maybe put it to false, just to help you understand the different types of variables that are there. So like now, if we print the type, so type here will help us know the class that this variable belongs to. You'll understand classes as we go on with understanding classes is for a later topic, a more advanced topic, but for now just use type so that it can help you know the kind of variable you're actually dealing with. So let's print the type of name, and then print one more type for is married, right? I think here we are together. Now if we run this code piece of script, you come to realize you're able to now see there's class integer, class float, class string, and there's a class boolean. So this one now helps us know that like for age, able to understand that this is a variable of type what? It is of type integer, of type int, which refers to an integer. Good. Now for the next one, also now for height, you're able to understand that this one is a variable of type float. So a float is an integer with decimal places. Integer with decimal places same thing we used to do in math. And then we now have the third one, the name. The name now is a variable. Is a variable of type string. So a string is anything in between quotes. So a string is anything in between quotes. In between quotes, either single quotes or double quotes. Either single or double quotes. So that is what a string is. Okay, now I want you to work on this one alone, and then so just tell me which kind of data, which type of variable that is married is, and then we can pick it up from there. So I'm giving you like 2 minutes to look at, to tell me, or to just answer this one for yourself. Then we'll get back to coding.